Record.
All right, awesome. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our 16th Institute of Holistic Health graduation. We are so excited to be here today. It's super hard to believe this is number 16. It's just, we've come so far, and it's just, and this is a very special one. We always say this is the best graduation class ever, but it really is. We've met so many new people. This is probably the graduating class with the most amount of new people to longevity and to Dr. Wallach's message. And, this goes back so far for Cheryl and I. We met Dr. Wallach over 30 years ago and just fell in love with his message and everything that he taught. And for us to create a course and a system based around Dr. Wallach's teachings that have literally changed millions of lives around the world is just such an honor for Cheryl and I. And it was all about creating an army of people to carry this message forward. And it's all great in concept, but to actually do something like that is a whole other story. And we've been able to do that here with the Institute of Holistic Health, and not just see tremendous health coaches created, but life-changing health stories, that have happened, especially with the group of students that we have today. So I'm just beyond excited about all of you today. The word life-changing moment is sometimes, I think, overused, but this truly is that kind of moment for all of you. And I can't be more happier for all of you than to be here today and to have that feeling of accomplishment that, hey, I set out to not only get myself healthier, but to go through all these lessons and learn something new so that I can contribute to the world and make a difference out there. This is not just about becoming successful in your own life and building a business, but really about contributing to others and elevating other people's lives. And that's what Cheryl and I are all about. So we really want to welcome everybody. I've seen tremendous outpour on social media for this. Just absolutely fantastic. I know I commented on a bunch of people already, but I will continue to spend my day on social media congratulating anyone that posts anything. If you make any kind of post, we do encourage you to use the hashtag Institute of Holistic Health. So we're creating a big thread that's going on with all of our graduates over the years. So just super, super excited to be here with all you today. And what I'm really excited about is introducing my partner, Cheryl Morley. She's the absolute most incredible woman I've ever met. She's been just so instrumental in creating all of this. We would not be here today if it wasn't for Cheryl. She agreed to be with Dr. Wallach in the very beginning. Her member number is 001. I mean, she's the very, very first person to ever do this. Traveled with Dr. Wallach, went through the trenches when there was nobody here. And really everything we see today is because of Doc and Cheryl, which is just tremendous. And she's been such an instrumental part of creating the course and just being a super great help to all of us, and there's nobody in the world that I would follow besides Cheryl. She's just the absolute most incredible woman. And not only are we celebrating our graduation today, but we're also celebrating Cheryl's birthday. She's just turning 21 today. And very exciting day. She's a testament to taking, she doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. I mean, she takes all of these supplements every single day, gets up early, does the cold plunge, exercises, drinks the water, does the whole thing, and is a living testimony of how really to live life. So she's just an unbelievable mentor, especially for women. And I just want to wish her a very, very happy birthday. Hopefully everybody can type in the chat there, happy birthday to Cheryl. And I'm going to turn the call over to her.
Thank you, Paul. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited to be here with each and every one of you. It has been quite a journey, and it has been an exciting journey. I'm turning 21, yet I've been here for 30 years. So I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I really am grateful to be here today, and so very blessed for, this journey that I've been on, and now this journey that I get to spend and share with each and every one of you. Just a huge congratulations for completing the IWH program, and just really taking it upon yourselves to really, I think, step out of the box, look inside of yourselves, and really become the women that you are today. It is just so exciting for me to see, and I'm so blessed to be here with each and every one of you today. And, I think I kind of understand like what it's like back in the day when I very first started with Dr. Wallach. I did not want to have anything to do with it. I was like, my mom told me about it and she told me about the products, and I was like, my goodness, I think something's wrong. Something's happened to my mother. Like, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't believe her. I was like, there's no way. But, then just like each of you, I decided, hey, this could be, a bit of an opportunity. And it's just really turned into the biggest blessing of my life. And it's completely changed my life and the lives of everyone in my family. So with that, I'm super excited today to introduce our very first speaker. Oh God. Okay, I'm kind of a crier, so sorry. But I'm super excited about this person. She's been a shining light my entire life and has always been there for me in every way possible. And so I'd like to introduce, as a graduate today, my sister, Alicia.
Oh, goodness. Yes, let's not start out with crying. But anyways, so I just have to say what a blessing this coaching course has been for me. This is not something that I had really planned on doing, although I knew about it, and I have just met so many people that have done it and really liked it. And so lots of changes in my life, and just decided to take the plunge and do it. And the education, the learning, I loved it. Like, I just took it in, and I just kept listening to it and listening to it. I put my AirPods in and just listen, and then take the test. And I'm like, oh, good, there's more, there's more. So one thing that I loved was the education. And I'm thankful for that. And I think it's something that I can go back to, which it's like something that I'll have forever. Um, and the other thing that I feel it has done for me is just given me so much confidence. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. And not only can I do this, but I also feel like I have this instant community that's there to help me, to answer my questions, to give me the boost that I need. So I just feel like, hey, this is something that I can do and that anybody can do. And then I would highly recommend it to anybody and everybody, because you can do it. You can, and there's people there that are there for you and that will help you, succeed, and that want you to succeed. And so for that, I'm so thankful for this course and for the opportunity that I have had to take it.
Well, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have met you. I think we met like 8 or 9 years ago when I first met Cheryl. And I, not only get to be in Cheryl's life, but her whole family's life. And you've been just such a great friend over the years. We've celebrated so many different things together. And it took us a little while to coax you into taking the course here. You should do it, but better late than never. But I'm super, super happy that you took the course and liked it, and you really got a lot out of it. Now, I know you've been in longevity for how long have you been taking longevity products for?
I've been taking the products for 25 years.
Yeah. So you've been around the block. You experienced just tremendous health from taking the products.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. I just have to really quickly say I've been having issues with my foot. And so I texted Cheryl and said, hey, this is what's going on in my finger. She's like, take collagen. I'm like, okay, great. I'll do it. Oh, it's been the best thing ever. So anyways, that's just a little testimonial, but I was so excited about it because I have been taking the products for so long that to just add one more thing, because like Cheryl, I love to play tennis, and it was kind of starting to affect that. It's just like even an old timer can, come around and learn stuff. And I'm just so thankful for the products.
Yeah, it's so awesome. So you've been taking the products for so long, and now you kind of learn more about the products and how they actually affect your body and how the whole body works. And now Alicia is really excited to build a longevity business. And we're working with her on a daily basis, and super excited. I mean, this is such a great thing to have family do it with you. So
Yes.
So if anybody else has been trying to get someone in their family to do this with them and it's taken a while, don't worry. Even the master distributor who makes the most money in the company has a tough time getting her own family to do it, but they do come around. And when they do, it's an incredible experience. So thank you, Alicia, for coming on, and congratulations on all your success. Looking forward to seeing you shine as a strong leader in this company. And I love surrounding myself with strong women. I'm a big, advocate for women. I want to see them succeed. I just think over the years, there's been, this stigma that guys are very successful at this and women aren't. But just being around Cheryl and Alicia and so many of you, Becca, that is just super strong women that are succeeding, that are showing the world that, hey, women can lead and be incredible. And this next speaker that I'm going to bring on is a shining example of that. Jacqueline is a top leader. She I just love following her on social media. That's why every day she pops up in my feed, and just great energy and just such a wonderful person, but a super great leader, and leading women and not only helping herself become extraordinary, but helping other women as well. So I just love being around people like Jacqueline, and I cannot wait to bring her on and hear her story from taking the course and all the success that she's had. Look at a beautiful background. Like my background isn't like that.
It's for real.
It is for real. I can see that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, first off, I want to say thank you for inviting me. And more importantly, I want to honor the incredible women that are with me in longevity. I would not be a leader without them. So my heart and my passion goes to the incredible women that have leaned in to this. And I love them all. I love the program. So it's an amazing milestone as well. 16 years. 16 graduations, I should say. So yeah, anyway, so truly an honor. I wanted to start out with a statement that that really has embraced my time with longevity and the IWH. And that is, you just don't know what you don't know. Oh my gosh. So since joining, I jumped into longevity, and there was just like thousands of products, and I was so lost. And I really wanted to use this as an opportunity because I've always been a person that, believed that you can't out supplement a bad diet, and that food is so important. And so the demise of what happened earlier in the year, I just feel like I'm on the right path at the right time. I call it crumbs. I'm Hansel and Gretel. I'm just picking up the crumbs and going, oh my gosh, I'm at the right place at the right time. My history was for 28 years, I was helping people improve their health through food. However, I came to understand over the years that you can't get all the micronutrients that you need from the food that you eat. And I know that our bodies truly do need more, but I was still sort of lost. So teaming up earlier with longevity and having this powerful line of products, and then to lean into the IWH program, I just want to say, oh my gosh, Cheryl and Paul, thank you. Thank you. I have leaned in. This course has lit a fire underneath me. I truly saw how deeply food and lifestyle and supplementation really just connected. It was a symbiotic relationship, really. And the nutrition and healing really became crystal clear to me over the course of I ran through the program very fast. For those of you who don't know me, I drive fast cars. I go from A to B in like a hot second. Anyway, so I did that with the course. So glad I can go back and review. Anyway, the course did really light a fire underneath me. What I think is I think the biggest mindset that had shifted for me was the experience and Paul, you've caught me so many times on the calls on Monday where it's like, stop chasing the diagnosis, root cause, why are these symptoms happening? And it's it's been a process. I'm not going to say I'm a master by any stretch of the imagination, but it's slowly kicking into this old mind of mine. But I love that this approach honors the body and it respects the person for where they are in the journey. And it also aligns with my belief, let food be thy medicine. So it's just a really, really good fit. I've always been a proactive person, so jumping in was quite easy. And I want to let everyone know how practical this course is. I love your Notion template that if anyone has not jumped into that, as you grow your business, it's a great tool to make sure that you haven't fallen in the crack, like people falling in the cracks, so you can follow up. And oh my gosh, it is the best. If you don't know what I'm talking about, lean in. Module 6, lesson 6. I know exactly where it is. I've tweaked it and just love it.
Awesome.
Your health assessment tool, brilliant. So anyway, I want to just end with sharing my own little journey with this. I am, age is just a number for me. I am very active. I surf behind boats. I mountain bike. I bike ride. I hike. I walk every day. And I broke my thumb. Okay, so this is, I know. Now, if you've been watching my videos, I've been doing one-hand cooking classes. But you'll notice I've got a new little splint on here. This is the value of the company that we're in and the IWH course that you've taken. So congratulations, graduates. By taking the 90 essential nutrients and amping up my collagen, my glucogel, after 2 weeks of falling off my bike, my doctor has allowed me to go start golfing this week, 2 weeks.
Wow.
And has told me that your bone growth is remarkable. And I can only attest to 2 things, the product and knowing which products to take. And so Paul and Cheryl, thank you so much for creating this incredible tool. I truly believe I can take control of my life, but not only that, I can help so many others take control of theirs. So thank you. And Cheryl, on one last note, you look absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much.
So happy birthday, Cheryl, and to all the graduates, congratulations. I cheers, cheers to your with your 90 to living, learning, and leading with heart.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Jacqueline. Okay, wait, I have to ask you a real quick question first.
Sure.
Now, did Paul pay you to give that bright testimonial about Notion? Because
No, siree, Bob.
No, but I was chatting with the woman yesterday in my team, and I said I think she said she was on module 3, and I said, feel free to skip forward. Module 6, lesson 6. Go there, get it created, because she had like a deck of papers, and it's like, how's that working for you?
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, that's what Paul asked me.
We're going to
How's
clip that
deck
and
of
send it right to
papers?
Cheryl. Yep.
I love that. Okay, Jacqueline, I love your testimonial because I know that you said that you wanted the doctor to release you like in 3 weeks. And he said, no, I think it's going to be 6. I think that's what I kind of remember. And now you're here at 2 weeks and you get to golf. That's amazing.
Yeah. My original plan, I did some reading and it said that broken bones can heal 4 to 9 weeks. And it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm a high achiever. It's going to happen in less. And so I just pumped everything up. I did learn a little thing about magnesium for those of you who don't need to go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am in this little tiny sprint, and golf has started Tuesday, and I jumped into a tournament. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. you're a real gal after my own heart. I loved you talking about all those great things that you do because I love to do all those things too. So really congratulations, Jacqueline, and thank you so much. That was really a beautiful testimonial. Okay, so now we are to one of my favorite parts of the program, and I get to go ahead and read everybody's name. So I will read, I do it, I'm going to break it up in 2 different times. So I'm going to do the first part of the names, and then I'll do the second part of the names after we hear from a couple of more awesome speakers. Okay, so congratulations to Emily Becker, Janet C. Bissett, Amy J. Blackburn, Alicia Rose Boyles, Eric Branch, Catherine R. Brown. Congratulations to Linda Carosa, to Lori Chesney, to Josephine Cooper, to Pamela Crimmings, to Rachel Crofts. Congratulations to Roseanne Denny, to Mia DeGraciou, to Pauline E. Ellis, to Lisa P. Hamill, to Mary Ellen Hazel. And congratulations to Tracy Castor, to Mary Christine Peralta, and to Nicole Priso Albert. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Wow, there's just so many great people, women in that group there that I've been able to meet. And it's just, I'm so happy for all of you. So many incredible women. But I want to bring on one special woman. They're all special, but I want to bring on one lady that I've been able to become friends with and chat with. And really, I think is one of the top enrollers in the whole company right now. She's just been, she's awesome on social media. She's just a super mom, a super wife, a super leader. And again, I love being around strong women. So I'm super excited to interview this next lady, Rachel, who was just mentioned, Cheryl just mentioned in the first half of the list there. She's absolutely incredible. So I'm super excited for all of you that don't know her to meet her and hear her story because it is absolutely incredible. So Rachel, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well,
Hi, everybody.
congratulations on being an IWH certified holistic health coach.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul and Cheryl and IWH. As you see, I'm in my van right now. My son's playing, well, they just got done playing baseball. So
Being a mom.
that is my life.
Yeah.
We have 3 little boys and they're all in baseball. So, you know, you can find me out on the baseball field most of the summer. So my journey coming to longevity and IWH was kind of unexpected. And in January we had a little detour, and but yet some of the biggest detours come with the biggest you know, realizations and gifts. So I really wasn't sure what to expect when I came into longevity, or and I really didn't know what I wanted to do at all. So I just started using some of the products, and Rise and Restore was one of the first ones that I used. And then I really, on a whim, I signed up for the IWH program. And I really was kind of like, I'm just going to do this slow, and, you know, it's going to take me some time. And then I started doing some of the training, and then I realized how eye-opening, you know, the information was, and that more people needed to know all of this information that we were learning. And, you know, this could be a vehicle to, you know, to be able to recreate what I once had, you know, in my business prior. So in a different way. I've always been into, you know, the more natural kinds of ways of doing things, whole holistic ways, and this just kind of fell in my lap, and like a lot of others here as well. And I couldn't be more excited to just continue. And what I found here is just a really supportive group of people and leaders, and Cheryl and Paul, and just everyone else that has decided to do this program as well. So, and really what the biggest thing that's brought me is confidence, for sure. So just coming into longevity, there's so many different things, like Jacqueline said, and I was a little overwhelmed, and this course just really honed in on what's most important and how we can help people and make the biggest impact with others. So I really think that anybody could use this course. It's really great for us as individuals, but sharing this with other people, I think, whether it is the course or the information, I think is really powerful, and just invaluable, for anyone, for sure. So overall, I would 1,000% recommend the IWH program to anyone, and it's just been really empowering, for sure. So,
well, thank you so much for those kind words, Rachel, and we just love seeing you go through this. First of all, I agree with you that when you look back at life, because this happened to me a couple of times already too. The tough times that you go through end up being, you couldn't have gotten to where you are now without those things happening. And it's so hard when it's happening. But then you look back and be like, it was such a blessing in disguise. And I'm thankful for it because I got to meet you, and just seeing you already, the transformation you've made in yourself and in helping other people. And we really haven't even scratched the surface yet. So I'm super excited to watch you over the years to come on growing a team and helping thousands of people improve their lives. So thank you so much for coming today, and congratulations.
thank you.
Oh my gosh, Rachel, I love watching your Facebook posts too. That's like my favorite thing, to see what Rachel's up to. And especially like you being a mom. Like you're like, I'm a mom. I'm always going to be a mom. That's going to be one of my, main things that I do. But I love that you're fitting this in and really, I think, able to, help your whole family with the products and everything else. And just really, showing your family. I think this is so important for all of us, is showing our families, of course, good nutrition, and of course, being able to really live the lives that we love, and also being strong women and strong leaders, not only in longevity, but also in our communities. So congratulations to you, Rachel. I think that is so awesome. And I love that you're at a baseball game. I think that's like my favorite thing. All right, you guys, I am so excited to introduce this next person. And I have not known her for long, but from the day that I met her, I really felt a connection with her. And we figured out that we were like kind of on the same page spiritually, and kind of doing the same things there. And so I just really love that. She's she was a huge star, I know, in Epicure, but she's absolutely a rising star here at Longevity. And it's just been such a blessing to get to know her and to hear from her. And the team that she has built and that is building over here at Longevity has just been so awesome. So she is a real star, and it's been such a pleasure to get to know her. And with that, I would like to introduce to you Denise.
Myself. Well,
Hello.
thank you. Thank you, everybody. I am so honored to be in the presence of everybody in this space today. I want to thank Cheryl and Paul for putting this incredible program together, but you could have kept that, like really close to you. Now, I'm going to be successful, but what I'm really realizing in this community, it's about letting go and supporting everybody. So the world can get better. And I just really want to acknowledge Jacqueline, who is my upline, who was part of the journey when everybody was literally stripped of their businesses in a one day, one phone call, one email of some of us 20 years, 25 years. And I know Louise is on this call right now, and Louise was one of the rising stars that said, hey guys, we have a space for you. And many in this room just trusted and said, I have no idea what we're stepping into, but let's do this. So I have a little story to share. The day after this crazy event happened in our lives and we lost everything, I was just sitting and praying, and God said, I've got you under the shelter of this wing, and it's going to be a fabulous little thing. And Cheryl, you don't know this, but when we went to Victoria, you guys invested in us before we even stepped into the company. About 100 people went into Victoria, and you shared the evaluation. We got to know the heart of longevity. We got to meet Michelle, Cheryl, Louise, Annalise, George, and the commitment they had for us. And the evaluation was shared, and two beautiful women from our organization stepped in right away, which is Mary and Janet, stepped in right away and said, this is for us. And they were the first two graduates from this. So they're the ones that inspired many of us to step into IWH. So I want to thank them for inspiring us to step in. But during that event, two things happened. There used to be a red jacket that was fairly significant in the Epicure world. And guess what Michelle was wearing that day? It was a red jacket, which was like, are we at the right place at the right time? And then the next thing is, during the presentation, Michelle had stopped and said, stop, guys. I've been watching this eagle's nest, and there's eaglets that have just hatched from the eagle's nest. And part of that journey at the beginning was that there was an eagle's nest on the Epicure website that was very, very old. And it was like, don't worry, I've got you under the shelter of my wings. And here Michelle significantly nails this comment in this room. And for me, it was, yeah, I'm at the right place at the right time with the right people. So that was such a significant moment for me that I just knew that I knew that we were going to continue on. So now we're here 6 months later with an incredible group of people that have committed to themselves to learn. And what's so remarkable is, I'm not kidding you, I have had 4 or 5, 6 people phone me after listening to just Modular 1 in full-on tears, saying, if I would have known this information, I could have helped, ... And then what happens is, you see the fire consume their hearts to bring this information to life. And I don't think I've ever been part of anything so powerful as we are here, because I don't believe this is built on making millions of dollars, and it's never driven by income. It's driven by passion to serve and to support and to help people thrive with their health and their mindset. And then when you take care of others, other things are being taken care of. So I think we've stepped into something so beyond, we don't even know where it's going to go. But all I know is, all of you that have graduated from this, and those that are going to continue to graduate from this, you have the power to transform thousands and thousands of lives, because you are equipped, because this course has equipped us for the success to transform lives.
Wow, what a beautiful story. I got goosebumps just listening to that. It was so incredible. And I'm so grateful to have met you, Denise. Again, I just love strong women, and you are such a phenomenal leader and have stepped into, again, was a really tough time. I know exactly where you've been because it's happened to me. And, just embraced all of this, and God works in mysterious ways in people's lives. And, we're just grateful to have you here, and just thank you for those kind words, and congratulations on becoming a certified holistic health coach, and get to be the first person to say that to you, which is cool. And I'm so excited to watch you and your team grow and connect and have an incredible journey ahead of you, not only elevating your life, but helping other people elevate their lives as well. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing that amazing story with us.
No problem. Thank you for having us. Thank you for offering this. And yeah, I can't imagine in another 6 months where we'll all be. It's just going to be
crazy. It's hard to
amazing.
imagine what's happened in the past 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. So that was so incredible. We could have literally called every graduate on this list on the speak, because there's so many incredible women here. But I'm going to have the privilege of introducing the next speaker as well. So Cheryl and I, in case you haven't noticed, we're into podcasting, and we're still perfecting it. We've gotten 200 done. So we've done one a week for 200 weeks, which is, I think, so fantastic. But here's this woman, Tracy, that pops in, and I'm like, Cheryl, you got to see Tracy's podcast. She's like the best in the world at doing this and creating this amazing educational thing from the Institute of Holistic Health. Like, she talks about health things that she's learning in the course. So I'm learning things just by watching Tracy's podcasts. That's how incredible they are. So I encourage all of you to become friends with Tracy online and follow her podcasts, because they're absolutely incredible. And she's instantly become a tremendous leader here in the IWH community and in longevity. So it's my privilege to bring on Tracy and hear her story.
Oh, thank you so much for that kind introduction. First, let me say, following Denise is tough. That story.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
I didn't realize the lineup.
What are we doing?
How difficult that would be.
Yes, that's okay. What a privilege to be here with this great group of people. Thank you so much for asking for me to speak. And similar to Denise and Jacqueline and Rachel, I was part of that same train derailment, let's call it. And I didn't honestly know what I wanted. I've always loved to serve people. I had a diploma in nutrition before, so food's always been a passion for me. But I wasn't sure where I wanted to go. And even I'll be really honest here. Even when I signed up, I was like, maybe this is my path. But I wasn't certain. And one day I met Louise, actually here in Arizona. I'm in Gilbert, Arizona, and she happened to be here. And we met, and we were just talking family and all the things. And, she wanted to get to know me better, which I loved out of the gate. And one of those conversations was talking about my youngest kiddo, who was a competitive soccer player, breathes the sport of soccer. There is no other sport in my household for my kids, apparently, than soccer. And she was asking where he played, because Sean Brown's son plays, and, just the conversation evolved. And I was telling her that at that point, it was probably 15 months he'd been out with a tibial growth plate fracture in his knee. So it's a long time for a teenager to not play. And I said, we have been to several orthopedic offices, big names here in Arizona. We have x-rays, and actually for a while it got worse. And she said, you know what, would you try something for 5 or 6 weeks? And I was like, okay, I'll try anything. My giant man child can't play the game he loves, right? Who's that resonate with? What mama isn't going to try everything in their arsenal? And we got him on a really strong regimen or a heavy dosage of the glucogel and the OsteoFX. And this is no joke, and if you're on my social, you might have seen this. I have 15 months of x-rays with an open fracture, where they told me the only thing that would heal it would be surgery, and that would close his growth plate. He's still growing. He's only 15 at the time. He's now 16, 6'3". So by the way, the growth plate is not damaged in any way or capacity. He's huge, and he's not done. And 5 weeks later, we have an x-ray with that fracture completely closed. I wish I could have recorded the face our orthopedic doctor. He's actually lives just down the street from us, so we see him pretty regularly. And his face was like, in all my life, I never would have believed that it would heal like that after 15 months of open. And that was the moment where I was like, wow, I have to be able to help people. And he asked me some questions about the product, and I realized I didn't actually have any answers. I sort of wanted to call Louise and be like, hey, tell me more. And that's when it sort of occurred to me that I could educate myself. And so in comes this amazing class and institute where I could become educated, where I could truly help people. And I mean, for like I said, for anyone who has a kiddo that plays a sport, there's nothing more powerful than seeing your kid back out there doing what he loves. He's back in the weight room. We actually had like a little parent teacher thing a couple nights ago, and I purposely went in so I could see his soccer coach. And he's so excited for Wyatt to be back out there on the field. He's like, he's stronger than ever. He's in the weight room. He's doing squats. He honestly thought his soccer career was over. Like, for me, it's just it's remarkable what those products did. And if I don't share them with people, I'm just not doing justice to the people I love and care about in my life. So for me, this really gave me a path to share the products that were there, but to be educated so that I do it well. And yeah, that's kind of what I use the podcast as a platform of as well. You know, it's funny, and I'll do a quick story on this too. I'd actually secured that podcast time and slot back in last October, and it was going to be branded totally differently. It was going to be food focused and completely different. And when the train went off the rails in January, I called the company and said, you know what, all we have is artwork and music. Pump the brakes for a minute. I'm going to rebrand. And I really rebranded to the Good Life brand, which to me, it's all about, we're all on a journey to the good life for ourselves. And that journey looks different for all of us. But I'm really loving bringing those stories and different elements and guest speakers. Ooh, maybe you guys can be on the podcast sometime, Paul, to my podcast, because I'm loving, it's just such a natural, organic way to share something I really believe in. And learning with this Health Institute has been such a blessing to really put some rigor behind what I know to be true, but then to have the facts and the information and the sources, you just can't beat that. So yeah, echo what Rachel and Denise and Jacqueline said. I just can't recommend it enough to go through this process. So thank you very much.
You. Okay, sorry, I was muted. Oh my gosh, Tracy, that is so awesome. And I have so much enjoyed your podcast. You are so dang good at it. I'm like, how does she do it? Oh my gosh, that's so good. But I love to listen to those. I think that is fantastic. And I loved your story about your son. I really understand what you're talking about, where you will go to any lengths and do whatever you can for your kids, right? And I'm so grateful that you know, that you had a friend that shared, and then you listened and took that opportunity, and that your son's doing so well. That is absolutely fantastic. And congratulations today for graduating. So cool. Okay, so it is now my turn. I get to read the rest of the graduating names here of the IWH program. Okay. Congratulations to Doris Flores Roldan, to Joy Green Dearmore, to Diane Hannon, to Julie Howley, to Leanne Hugel, to Jessica Huffman. Congratulations to Sherry Hunt, to Joshua G.F. Lloyd, to Joanne E. Lobb, to Amy Malco. Congratulations to Christy Markland, to Jacqueline McGrath, to Christina Grosvenor, and congratulations to Jennifer Parham Hedges, to Kathleen Polishchuk, to Catherine Prest. Congratulations to Janet M. Ritz, to Denise Thibodeau, to Sharon Statham, and to Tiffany Weldon. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And we are so grateful that you are here and we get to share this fantastic journey with each of you. Okay, so now it is my great pleasure that I get to introduce our next speaker. We all know and love this absolutely fantastic leader. I think she is one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever met. Her story is absolutely fantastic and quite frankly, a bit unbelievable, even though I've been with her the entire time. And when I heard her story, it is just fascinating. She's the most loving, caring person. And I think above all, the thing that I love most about her is I think she really puts everyone on her team, especially in her family, before herself. And I completely understand that. And I think that it really is such a cool trait to have. And with that, I would like to introduce Louise.
Well, hello. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I love you to bits. And I want to apologize for not being on here earlier. I'm in the parking lot of our vet. My $1 million dog has a golf injury, if you can believe it. It is, she's not walking on one of her legs, and apparently it's like what happens to golfers. So I'm like, typical in my family. Anyway, so I've left George in there with her. He's completely uncomfortable with this. But I want to say, like, happy graduation to you all. I am just so excited for you. And I wrote it out because I wasn't sure how this vet thing was going to go today, and I wanted my brain to be completely, on the right path, and I didn't want to leave anything out. So I did write it out, which I don't normally read from paper, but I'm going to do that today. So what is truly amazing is that a lot of you here on this graduation today came into an industry that for the majority of you was a very new experience. And by jumping in and taking this course, you now have opened up a whole new world and a new income stream. And taking the course for myself, I can tell you, it really gave me a really great foundation into wellness and supplementation, for which we all know obviously is incredibly important for better health. Having the course also gives you great credibility to people around you and your future customers. You're no longer just a distributor, but you're a holistic health coach, a wellness coach, someone that can give hope to others and really make a difference. You're seen as a trusted guide, not just a product promoter. And, I see this all the time in this industry. People join a company, and on day one, they're a product expert. They're classing themselves as a wellness expert without foundation. There's no foundation that they've built to be that expert. And you guys have built that foundation. And a lot of you, as you wait for your next product line to launch. And I see all the time, in this business, people not understanding how supplementation works. And we're not a one size fits all. And that's where the knowledge and the training that you have received really puts you, up there in knowing how to help people. And for myself, after all these years, it's really second nature. Someone can call me. I don't have to look anything up anymore. I know the products that work, that get results. And I know illness and how personally someone can move into wellness from illness. I was on 7 medications when I came into longevity. Those medications caused liver damage. I was sent to a transplant surgeon. We had to put a $30,000 elevator in our house because I couldn't walk up 2 stairs. And I burnt the lining of my stomach from pain medications, which I ended up getting my appendix taken out because they thought it was appendicitis, but it wasn't. And then my retina detached and I had to have 2 eye surgeries. So you will always see me on calls. I adjust my glasses constantly. My vision is bad in the morning. My vision is bad at night. So I like to usually do my Zooms in the day. But I'm off of all of those medications. And that is because of the knowledge that I learned in longevity on how to navigate wellness. And, having the health evaluation is a professional tool that you can share with customers. You can see the results. And truly, it's an eye opener, not just from the coaching aspect when you get that result, but from the person who receives the email and they're like, oh my gosh, I really need to turn my wellness around. And what I do find is most of the time they jump into improving their numbers. What I did after taking the course is I decided what my wheelhouse would be. And I work in the autoimmune world, obviously, with arthritis, rheumatoid, fibro. There's over 100 types of arthritis. And going along with arthritis is gut health, because as you guys know now, everything sort of starts in the gut. So I encourage you to find your wheelhouse like I did. Whether your wheelhouse is weight loss or gut health or pain and inflammation or arthritis, hormones, women's health, kids' health, truly the list is never ending. And I started my own Facebook group for arthritis after I finished this course, and a large part of my business comes from that group. I've got, I think, over 900 people in that group. I have another Facebook group with 3,200 people in it, and another one with over 7,000 people in it. And that's how I do my business. So I call it splash. I don't splash over social media. I'm very, sort of thoughtful in how I promote what I do, very strategic. So I started those groups, and by starting a group, you become the expert in your group. And when you narrow your wheelhouse down to something that you're passionate about and something that you will never stop learning about, you become the expert. And that's how you can build your business. So I encourage you to post curiosity posts, less splash. And the reason that's important is less people then will just go to the website and order without you. By making curiosity posts, they have to come to you to find out what you're talking about. That obviously will lead to the health survey. And, truly, people, this is the beginning. Healthy supplements and healthy eating and cooking go hand in hand. You guys are an expert in that already. Now you've got this foundation to really, really do something incredibly special. This combination, having all of this under one company is truly amazing. And I just want to say well done to all of you. This is, a huge accomplishment. And I'm so grateful you did it while we were waiting for the food line to come, because now you're all well trained on that. You already know food so well, and the two will pair together so well hand in hand. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much, Louise, for that. And congratulations to you. I mean, I really consider you the very top leader in longevity. You have just working with you and seeing the love you have for your team and the way you take care of them. I'm like, Louise, you gotta, I always want Louise to take care of herself first. You gotta be, because Louise is going through a lot of health challenges as it is, and but just loves her people and will work to the bone to help them. And I just love her dedication to helping other people. She's an incredibly strong woman, and just someone that, if you're on her team, you've got the best leader possible leading the way. So congratulations on becoming a 4-star too. That just shows how incredible of a leader you are. And I just love watching you and your team grow. So congratulations, Louise, on all your success along the way. And I know there's a lot more to come. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to move on to our next speaker here. And I cannot give her enough thanks for what she does. Nobody understands that the real glue that holds the IWH together is Becca. Gerald and I have some inside joke going between us that I have to deal with Cheryl on a daily basis. And the definition of Cheryl's a very high energy woman, which is absolutely incredible. But with that comes the analogy of being a raccoon on crystal meth at times. And although she just sent me a message telling me that I should stay on path today. So we've had some transformation, not only in all of our students, but also in Cheryl now coaching me on walking the path. Becca, you have managed somehow. I'm sure you would say, well, if you think taking care of Cheryl is hard, you should try taking care of yourself, Paul, because you are way more difficult to deal with than Cheryl is. And but she does. She handles me and Cheryl and the entire IWH community, being our director of student relations and just keeping everything running smooth. So Becca, we cannot thank you enough for all that you do. We love you, we honor you, and we wouldn't be where we are without you. So we wanted you to come on today and just give some words about your view of the Institute of Holistic Health, because you deal with everybody. And we just want to congratulate you on all your success as well.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone. I mean, it's an honor to be able to serve next to Paul, next to Cheryl, and have been a personal assistant to Dr. Joel Wallach and all of the learning that came from there. But today, I just want to honor each and every one of you. As the director of services, I have been able to walk beside many of you over the last 5 years, as our first graduating class was last year, 5 years ago. Hard to believe. But, it takes each and every one of us to take that first step, to be sick and tired of where we're at, or just want more, not so much for us, but more for others. And that is just something that I have been blessed with so much, is being able to surround myself with people who are like-minded. And I've not always been healthy. I mean, not very long ago, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was bedridden majority of the time. I had injuries from a car crash and injuries from falling from a ladder, degeneration we found out about when I was 8, that just continued and continued. And got to the point where my world consisted of 4 walls. And I had a little one running around, and I had my mom coming in who was handicapped herself to babysit us both. Well, I was very fortunate to hear Dr. Wallach on the radio. He was referred to me by a friend. And I was like, I've tried everything. The doctors, they had pushed me off to pain management, and I was allergic to the majority of the pharmaceuticals they had tried me on. And I'm just thankful that I lived through some of those pharmaceuticals. But when I discovered nutrition and the holistic health approach to creating wellness, I wasn't just searching to get better, but I was also searching for hope that I could share with others. When I began this experience, my body started feeling how divinely designed it was. I was giving it something it had been missing for years. And I was just so surprised at how quickly I was losing some of those symptoms that I had been dealing with that kept me barely surviving. And now I am so thankful that I'm able to help others rewrite their stories as I wear many hats: Director of Student Services, Certified Holistic Health Coach, Certified Naturopathic Practitioner now, author, editor, podcast of my own. There's nothing more gratifying than to be able to get those phone calls or those late night texts that say, thank you. I got my test results back. My doctor was blown away. Or thank you. I haven't been able to walk up the stairs in my house in a few years. Or those that say, you know what, I just went to the DMV. I haven't been able to drive forever. I got in the wrong line and I passed my vision test. It's stuff like that, folks, that just helps us to have the gratitude for what we have found. I've also learned that in this new chapter, gratitude is not just a feeling, but it's fuel. It takes survival into service. It transforms knowledge into calling. And it's not just part of the wellness path, it's a path all on its own. And we call, you hear that word gig economy. Well, when you lead with gratitude, doors open, clients show up, resources appear, just like this course, and divine appointment happens, folks. Mindset, your greatest muscle. And when you are experiencing that faith, that focus, and you have that perseverance, it'll carry you through the hardest days in this field, because let's face it, holistic health isn't always an easy path, and it's not always accepted. But when you feel it, it becomes a very meaningful one. So graduates, I leave you with this: stay rooted in gratitude, serve with compassion, grow with intention, and never underestimate the power of your own story, because someone somewhere is praying for exactly what you've been working through, and they want to find a solution as well. So congratulations to the 16th class of Certified Holistic Health Coaches graduating from the Institute of Holistic Health. Keep going, because through my experience, so many doors have opened, and I am so thankful to be serving each and every one of you as the Director of Student Services. Paul?
That was so fantastic, Becca. Thank you for that message. And thank you for all of your help and support. You are, again, the glue that holds everything together. And we love you. And thank you for that great message. And we all thank you for all that you do for us. So that's it, folks. We're at the end of the graduation. I want to take a moment here to congratulate all of you once again. What a massive accomplishment this is. This is going to be a day that you remember for the rest of your life. It's really a starting point for your career here. And, Cheryl and I start out with this vision of elevate your life. That's our big umbrella here that we operate under. And the elevate part of it is elevating 8 areas of life. So when we do our presentations, we talk about, it's not just about physical health, but spiritual health and emotional health and mental health. And we go through every area, the career. 85% of people hate their jobs in this country. So it's to be in a career that you love is so fantastic, and to have the ability to have unlimited income potential, to build a business as big as you want, which is going to lead to creating tremendous relationships. And that's what Cheryl and I feel so blessed for, is being part of all of you, creating this family that we have, these incredible people we're surrounded by. Most people at their jobs, they hate the people they're around, but we love all of you. And from that, we've created a tremendous lifestyle. And all of you have done the same. So we're just so passionate about this Elevate Your Life movement, and the IWH is a huge part of that. And to have all of you now be part of Dr. Wallach's army and moving forward and helping other people is just absolutely tremendous. So, today isn't the end of a journey. It's really the beginning of a mission. And we just thank all of the students for being here today, the alumni, families, supporters that have come on to support the new graduates today. Thank you for coming. And we love you all, and we're looking forward to watching you have tremendous success here with the IWH.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Paul. And I just wanted to say, from the very moment that I met so many of you on, I think it was March 10th is when I got to meet all of you in Victoria, and we really connected, and you guys took the health evaluation, and you guys, and then we go through the 5 pillars of health and doing all of that, and then coming to that realization that the 90 for life is really the foundation and where everything really does start. And I just love that. And that you guys had the courage really to try something new, to take this on, to change yourselves and to really, and I'm sure there were times that you were like, oh my gosh, I just don't know, right? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not positive about this, but you persevered and you embraced everything that's here. You embraced making yourselves better, personal growth, really getting healthy. And I just absolutely love that, because by doing that for yourselves, I think that that you really recognize that by making yourselves better and by growing and getting healthy first, now you're so equipped to, as you move forward, to lift others up with authentic wisdom and genuine compassion.
That's so true, Cheryl. And I just feel that there is no accidents in life. You know, the things that have happened to a lot of you and how you got here today is just nothing short of a miracle in many senses. And I really feel that this business is a spiritual calling. You know, that this is something that you're going to walk on purpose now. That this, again, wasn't an accident, that you were meant to be here and that this is your calling. And it's really, we talk a lot about success and building a successful business, but it's the fulfillment of impact that is so beautiful here. And, that's what I'm feeling now is just, I'm so grateful. I have such a grateful feeling on all these graduations, but especially today, that I was able to be a small part of helping people that were kind of lost for a moment and now found their way and feel like they're really living a life on purpose now of helping others grow, which is the ultimate win-win situation. So super excited about, this concept of this is way more than a career. It's really a calling that you've all answered the call to.
Oh my gosh. I think one of the big things that we want you guys to know is that you will never be alone. And one of the greatest things I think that we've been blessed to be able to do is that we have that ongoing support long after today, long after your graduation day, and long after you build your huge teams and have massive success. We'll be there for you. Paul and I will definitely be there for you, along with Becca and everybody here at the IWH. And we'll be there to celebrate your victories, support you through any difficulties that you may have, and walk right alongside you as you develop and expand your great lives and your businesses today. And just remember that you're not simply graduating with a title today. You're actually becoming part of a fantastic family that truly cares about your success and well-being. And the supportive community will be your foundation as you move forward in your coaching career.
Absolutely. And we had an incredible year ourselves here at the Institute of Holistic Health, challenging, but yet incredible. We moved our entire coaching program to a new powerful platform that allowed us to create these courses and expand and have the ability to have this health hub system, which a lot of you are using. And I really consider it the most duplicatable system in the industry, where you can not only start off as a client. And that's what I love about this, is that all of you, I think all of us, have started out as clients and kind of learned the client experience. And then from that, turned into a coach. And just being a coach is just looking back at what you did as a client and then applying that to your clients. So it's extremely duplicatable. And that's what I really love about this, and why I think there's just going to be tremendous success from this system. And that, creating the educational tools on the Health Hub system and adding the funnels and the texting and the automation and all of that has just added so much, another layer to this Institute of Holistic Health, and making it, state of the art, which is really what Cheryl and I wanted to do, where there's no cracks in the system. And we just thank all of you for helping us through this transition of moving to the new platform, and to, a couple couple wrinkles we had to iron out with the system, but they're all done now. And we really thank you all for being with us through all of that and watching the Institute of Holistic Health grow as a company, as well as all of us growing together.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome, Paul. And I am excited about all of the new resources that we've got planned and that we're working on for each and every one of you. One of my favorite sayings about this is that the graduation today is certainly not the end, right? It's just the beginning. It's a launch pad for each and every one of you. And you're not simply a coach, right? I really believe that you're a real force in this world. You represent the evolution of wellness, of freedom, and meaningful contribution. Your face and your heart are what will bring the vision to life in the world.
So beautiful, Cheryl. And, I just want to leave you with a challenge, to challenge you all to rise and to lead and to serve. You, again, have had this calling here that I do not feel was, again, an accident. I feel like you're on purpose. And I just want to express the deepest gratitude to all of you for your courage and your heart and your commitment to all of this. And I love the quote that your past prepared you and your future calls you. So I just want you all to be the light and be the hope and to be the coach you wish you had.
That is awesome, Paul. That is so cool. I love that. Be the coach you wish you had. That is so good. So we just want each and every one of you to know today that we absolutely love you deeply. We believe in your unique gifts and in your potential. And you really do matter here, not just as coaches, but as the whole person with dreams, struggles, and powerful stories to share. And as you step forward today, just remember that your impact will create far beyond what you can see. Every woman, every man, and every child that you touch with your coaching will affect your family, it'll affect your workplace, and certainly your community in profound ways. So just take a moment today, right now, to feel the emotional certainty that you've found your people and your purpose. This is where you belong. Among friends who recognize your worth, honor your wisdom, and will walk beside you as you build a meaningful business and live the life that you've always dreamed of. Thanks, you guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
The demand for a new kind of health professional is growing exponentially. A supportive mentor who takes the time to understand their client and helps them identify the underlying causes of their health challenges. Whether the goal is to address a specific health concern or improve overall wellness, a health coach is that new kind of health professional who motivates people to make lasting, positive changes so they can feel and be their best. Our current healthcare system does not have time to address the lifestyle causes of most people's health issues. The Institute of Holistic Health is helping to fill that healthcare industry void. IWH teaches and certifies like-minded people to become health coaches. Once certified, an IWH health coach will take the time to understand their clients' needs and concerns. Coaches are trained to look at the different parts of their clients' lives and use alternative health methods to address the root causes of their issues. Health coaches also serve as personal mentors who help find the right nutrition plan for each person and guide them to adopt everyday healthy eating habits. They also plan proper nutritional supplementation and help their clients improve their mindset so they can be their best. The Institute of Holistic Health has some of the world's leading health coaches who have been helping people solve challenges for over 25 years. As an IWH health coach, you'll have access to our cutting-edge health evaluation platform that makes it easy to identify nutritional problems and recommend all-natural solutions. Our online curriculum also covers practical business training to help students launch their own health coaching business. When you're a health coach, you'll be able to help people around the world create their own healthier, longer life. The demand for health coaches is huge. Become an Institute of Holistic Health Coach today